Mike, Terry Hashimoto here. Hello Al, nice to meet you by video. I'm going to show you first of all what the BodiTrak shift system does. And we've got the microphone set to off, which is this button here. Now you're going to see we move our weight to the front. You'll see it on the center of pressure graph. Move it to the back. That dot moves backward. When I'm at the backward position, the weight is represented by a yellow line below the baseline in a velocity graph. When I move to the toes again, you'll see it above that baseline. When I move to the right, you'll see the COP move to the right. It's represented by a white line below the baseline. And then when I move to the left, it's above it. So we measure pressure moving in two directions, front to back, side to side. So we've got balance, which is front to back, and smoothness, which is your lateral motion. So we capture impact by sound, so I turn the microphone button up 1 or 2. We're going to hit a ball, and as you can see, it went straight to record, and we capture 2 seconds before impact and 2 seconds post. So I'm going to shut the microphone button off. We have a ball teed up, ready to go. And as you can see, it is portable, so we can just move it to wherever we like. I hit the live button, turn the microphone button to on. Take a swing. Don't put this one on TV, Michael. So what you're going to see here is the yellow line, which is your balance, and which is your front to back motion. Then you've got the top line, which is your lateral motion. When you reset the angle, it'll show up as a double spike. And I'm going to go up to the beginning of this and show you what it looks like. So now we can go into address position. Just let me set up there. Sorry for this camera angle, but I'm about 54 on my right side, 46 on my left, and as you can see, 49 on my heels, 68 on my right toe. So I've got some work to do here. Now as I take the club back, you're going to see my weight distributed more to my right side, almost 100%, because I've got a lot of lateral motion, as you can see. It's the only way I can get a shoulder turn. Gotten so out of shape. But regardless of that, now I'm 100% on my right side, 100%, 96. Now at the white spike right here, you're going to see a release, 58. So this is the beginning of my release of my energy. And as an instructor, you'll want to know that, and as a shaft fitter, you'll want to know that. So my peak velocity is 374 centimeters per second. And I release at 115 milliseconds prior to impact. That's how long it takes me to get to center. But what we're looking for to fit footwear, which is the purpose of this tape, is that we're looking at the difference between the balance and the lateral motion. If you see high instability in the yellow line here, then you know that you're going to need shoes that probably should have strong arches. In other words, because I have quite a bit of imbalance, flat shoes such as these ones would not be that effective for me, and we've noticed that when I use these shoes, my peak velocity goes down because I can't push off it this hard. So that's just an example right there. This lateral motion, if you've got strong lateral motion, then probably you would want to use shoes that have got you know, a lot of lateral stability. So just 2 basic things, stability laterally and balance front to back. We can determine whether you should be using shoes with strong arches and shoes that have got strong lateral support. So for the very first time, you're going to be able to market footwear on the basis of creating more distance. That's never been done before as far as I know. Now I'm going to show you just a couple swings, and I'm going to just move over a little bit here. I'm going to show you a couple swings that we've captured just to kind of give you an example. And again, I apologize for the moving around a bit, but we want to do our best to give you a very quick synopsis, and I'm going to send this stuff to you. Okay, so we're going to go to Documents, and we can save all this data on your computer every time you swing. And I'm going to go to, we were just at Core Golf not that long ago, and we'll send you some swings, we'll show you some swings here at Core Golf. Okay. Core Golf needs strong arch support with a powerful swing. Now you'll take a look at this. Now you'll see huge instability throughout his swing on his balance perspective. And you see this double peak. This gentleman, he has a high peak velocity, which is a tremendous amount of force. But look how close that yellow line is to the top or the peak of the lateral motion. This is huge instability in his feet. And in this case, this gentleman should be using shoes with big arches and big wide lateral support. I'm going to just roll a bit more. You can see that. Okay, now we'll get out of that. Oops. Okay, perfectly good. Now we'll go back to another file Explorer. Show you this. Documents. And we'll show you a great swing that I think it shows the right footwear. Okay, so take a look at this. Very smooth, excellent, almost no balance issues, and very strong peak velocities, one of the highest peak velocities we've recorded to date. And look at the shoes, fairly flat-soled shoes. He doesn't need a lot of arch support, but he could use some stabilizing bars to gain more control. So I want to just show you a couple of things here too now. The material that we use is a lycra-based material. It has a line of silver dots going up and down, and then crossways in the back, and then there's a resistor in the middle. And this is the material that BodiTrak uses and has got global patents that Stryker protects and defends. This is used for pressure beds. It's used for, God forbid, you're incapacitated in a hospital, should you end up in one of the Stryker medical beds, that automatically adjusts the pressure on the bed by air so that you can avoid bed sores. This material is a Class 1A medical device. It's TUV and CSA approved, and it's just a breakthrough. It does to pressure mapping what GPS did to maps. So in addition now, what you can see is that material is located right in the middle of this mat. Okay, so this whole top mat here, this is just a covering, so you can have foot showing over the top, and just an amazing amount of different things you can do on it, so that you could do point of sale displays and product. It was a great idea that Michael and Rob came up with almost simultaneously, but we've been working with Golf Town, and they're looking for a product like this that they can use to not only instruct, but they can also use to fit footwear, and we can show you how to use it for fitting shafts. We know how to bottle this so that there is an IP attachment to it so that it's yours. And I just wanted to introduce myself, and I'm going to introduce you by formal emails today, later on. And thank you very much for your time today. Al, very nice to meet you there today by phone. And I just wanted to thank Michael because, you know, my golf game is so bad that I was watching on TV yesterday, so I finally figured out how to throw a football. Thanks, Mike.